Alrighty, so we're going to give this thing a shot. Bear with me because I'm going to be putting the Rift on and off my head. I'm going to be putting the headset on and off my head. Right now I'm going to walk through the calibration and see if I can get that, perfected, because I have like a guess as to what the right settings are in the game, but it's not perfect yet. So here we go. So I've got this calibration tool up, and it's O and P for the left eye, K and L for the right eye. Okay. Okay, so I want to converge the two lines onto a distant object. Alright. So my distant object is going to be that Sunoco sign. So let's do the left eye and the right eye. Line over. Left eye up. Maybe I should disable head tracking for this. I think that's about right. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that feels better. My eyes feel relaxed, whereas before they were kind of tense. Okay. So, convergence. I'm not going to mess with convergence because I found that if you actually use convergence, you get eye strain a lot sooner. So I just wanted to get the separation right. I've done that, and I think I'm ready to go. I don't know if you guys have been able to hear any of what I've just been saying, but I need to have everything calibrated. Okay. Get all the cords out of the way. I need to move over to my steering wheel. Let's lock the chair. And yeah, I'm not quite right here. I should get the steering wheel set up without the Rift on. Okay. Now I need to reset the 0 setting. It's not resetting. Okay, I'm gonna Alt-Tab back to the track IR thing, stop that, and then restart it with my head in the normal orientation. Okay. Go back to the game. That's better. Get my pedals calibrated. And I'm off. Wow. Alright, so with the convergence set properly, this is super easy on the eyes. I can kind of look around with my eyeballs very easily. This is really cool. This feels much better than it did last night when I was just messing with it at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So the difficulty here is that there's quite a lot of lag with me turning my head. I don't know if you can actually see that between the webcam and the main view, because OBS may not perfectly synchronize the webcam view with screen view, but if I want to look around the corner, if I want to look up there, well, first of all, yeah, I came way off the line because I looked. But yeah, like if there's someone beside me and I want to look over there, I can do it, but there's a lot of lag. And it's kind of disorienting, and I think if I do it a lot, it would make me motion sick. Yeah, it really messes you up, not when you look over, but when you look back to facing straight. So like if I look over there, and then I look back to facing straight, yeah, I totally screwed myself up. Yeah, it's just like, it takes a minute for it to catch up to where your head is, which is bad. Alright, well, I can obviously drive ovals perfectly in the Star Mazda, but that's pretty easy. So, I'm going to try testing on a different track here. Oh, and by the way, if you spin your car, it's not a big deal. Like, I don't get sick at all or anything. I actually think it's kind of cool because you can sort of look into the skid. You have actually a lot of spatial awareness. So when you're spinning, it's actually, I think with this thing, it's possible to be aware of what's going on around you while you're spinning, and you may be able to exert some measure of control over the direction that your spin takes, so that you go off the track to avoid crashing into people or whatever. Because you can also just look over there. Like if I'm spinning this way, I can look there to see what's in front of me. I can look there to see what's behind me and see if people are going to hit me or whatever. So that's pretty awesome. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to try an actual road course to see how well I can really do. So let's do one that I know. Let's do one that I kind of know, but I'm not practiced that at all in the Star Mazda. Which is coming up next week, which is Summit Point Raceway. and I can just barely not see the options over here. So in order to load a road setup, I'll need to take the rift off. So the options over in the far corner are like just barely outside my field of view. We're gonna, oh wait a minute. I don't actually need to change the options. I need to go to the garage. Let's just load a high downforce setup. What is this? What the hell car am I in? I'm in the Indy car. I don't want to do the Indy car. That would be amusing. Since I've only ever driven the Indy car on ovals. How did that happen? Yep, I'm in the Indy car. Star Mazda. Boy, they look the same in the little icon because I have them both painted solid blue. And I didn't really look at it. Oh. Let's just go with high downforce. I hope I have a tall enough gearbox. I'm going to put that on. I've never driven here before. Wow! I can look right through the corner. Ah! Okay. Let's try that again. I've only really raced here like twice maybe in the MX-5 ages ago. I don't remember the course at all. That's pretty tight, tighter than I remember. Okay. Wow. So, man, the lag is really bad. Okay, I've got the wrong gearbox for this course. I think I've got the short range gearbox. Let's fix that. Yep. Tall gears. Alright. more reasonable. Ah, shit. It does help to know the course. Whee! The lag is really, really frustrating. Because you can feel how good of an experience this would be without it. Oh, okay, there we go. And all the lag, by the way, that I'm talking about, it's all the head tracking, because it's a third-party device driver that's doing the head tracking. So the Rift itself doesn't have any display lag. You know, when I turn the wheel, I immediately see the car turn. It's just with my head tracking. Yeah, so these blind corners over hills and stuff, kind of... I haven't hit that turn correctly yet. I think because of the resolution, it's a little bit harder to see where you're going when you don't know the track. Oh my god, that's awesome. These low-speed corners, like, you really... When you look around the corner, I can't even describe it. It feels much more like you're driving a real car, because when you're driving a real car, you look through your apex to the exit of the corner. Starting to get used to it. Yeah, you can see the exit of the corner. You can see where you need to be. It's just when you can't see those things, you really get screwed up. Oh god, that's awesome. Wow! This probably looks terrible from the perspective of someone just watching. Like, I'm probably going pretty slow. Oh my god. That's terrifying! Yes. So it's very difficult to see distant objects, but it's super awesome to see close objects. Whee! God. When they get the head tracking on this quick, this is the only way I'm going to play this game. Oh god, I could see the apex and just nail it. I think I nailed it a little too much because I ran over it with my tire. Oops. Okay. Car is going to the right. Ah! My wheels are off the ground. Jesus. Okay. So I actually thought that the lag and the head tracking was going to make me really sick after a while, but I don't think that's the case now that I've tried it. So I am going to actually do an entire race. I'm going to do that later tonight. What time is it now? Because this is too awesome not to try it for real. I want to see what it's like when I'm next to a car and I look over and the car is like over there. Alright, so it's 8:30 and the next Star Mazda race is at 9:45. I'm going to be watching Game of Thrones at 9 o'clock. So I can do the 9:45 race or I can do the 11:45. I'm probably gonna do the 9:45 and rely on my DVR for Game of Thrones because this is too cool. Yeah, I can't see the chat when I'm actually in the game. I can see it when I leave. Nathan Barnett, who is that? Wow. Hang on. Let me take this off first. You see this? That's yeah. That's fucking awesome. When they get that, yeah, it's just like stuck on my face. That grin. When they get that working, like natively in the game with the head tracking and everything, low latency, that's going to be completely insane. Especially when they release the consumer version with higher resolution and better head tracking and stuff. They're supposedly the only head tracking you have right now is rotation. They're going to add positional. At least they're talking about adding positional. So like if you move to the side, then your view will shift over to the side. Right now you can just turn from one location. But yeah, that'll be cool. Like if you're looking in your mirror and then you move your head, it like sort of changes the angle that you're looking at your mirror. So that'll be sweet. Yeah. God, that is freaking amazing. I think it's got some fuzz on my microphone there. What was I going to say? Yeah, you really have to know the course because the resolution means you can't see really far away. So you have to know what's coming. You have to know where to position your car in advance. But the actual mechanics of like once you get to the turn and you look towards the apex, you can see the apex from really far away. You get to the apex and you're already looking at the exit of the turn. You can see that from really far away, so you can feed the throttle in and adjust your steering and everything just like perfectly. That is amazing. What else? Yeah, I gotta do a race. I gotta do an actual race with this thing to find out what else to say about it.